Kinda wipe lightweight start. This is the painting pattern. Just seeing this thing is really fast. Like, look at this really high strafe speed here. This is the well paint. If particular attack is of course not slower, so not really worth painting wells with. Front paint of it, I can show that as well. Look like that. Not really used for painting, only for other things. B still hits 150 damage on the charged projectile. 50 damage on the uncharged projectile. The charged slash itself, that didn't quite show it. It's 35 damage, so oh, come on. There we go. So that doesn't quite one-shot small fries. Also, if you hit with it with the wipe and projectiles, well, then your snot comes. If you're dealing with small crowds of lessers, you can still do this just fine. It's fast enough that not one-shotting the chunks doesn't matter usually. Yeah, definitely once you have coax involved, wanna the charge thing. Really, there's a combo here: one charge and one normal wipe. The fastest way to kill it. However, if there are many different enemies, then you might wanna other charges. Gives you a slightly better hitbox and more power and stuff, you know. But the hitbox is definitely tricky because it's not exactly big, and one thing that you do need to watch with this is that you do not get like flanked or pincered or anything. They like work back enough. Do not use this launch attack. It's really only useful for one thing, that is when you actually need to close distance to say a boss or something. Then you can use it, but definitely avoid it when fighting lessers. It's just so very open to attacks. And you know, trying to dodge projectiles, whatever. But big targets like 500 HP bosses, you just do the charges period. Also works for the scrapper shield. No one is dealing over 300. Stingers, you can fight with a charged projectile, and you can also hit them at point blank. In my experience, if at least one hit is point blank, then you're taking down the stinger in 2 hits. Although I could be wrong, then maybe it does need to. Yeah, one or 2 at point blank and you're 2 hitting, and if you're doing it from afar, then it's a 3 hit. The enemies, you're right, this projectile, even the uncharged one, has really nice range, so actually works quite well for taking out fish sticks. This is quite a bit better and faster than with Damper, so that is nice. As I say, big shots take 4 of these charged flashes. You can kill them really fast, one of the fastest weapons for it. Whistler takes 3 of them, and in order to hit them, the hitbox is a bit wonky there. But in my experience, works best is to jump. You usually hit it. So yeah, like jump and aim at the body. Definitely do not aim at the shield, because that hit will just get eaten. Right, any of these here. That's we've shown basically, but again, it looks easy, but it can take a bit of time to get used to it sometimes. You need to charge long enough, and then actually the shots while you're moving, while the head is moving and stuff. The projectile is rather small here actually. It makes it even easier to miss. And once you get it onto your muscle memory, shouldn't be too bad. Right, let's talk about night waves. First up, gorillas. You of course really nice gorilla DPS once it's stunned. You're also really good against small fries. Like just wave spam. The projectile will kill every small fry it hits. That's relatively wide as you are seeing here with this group of 3. Like it's possible to knock them all out. Wipe. Seeking, you wanna like walk ahead of the Gordy, like do this kind of thing. It requires like anticipating where it's gonna go. If you're playing enough, you will eventually know how the paths go and will not be easily surprised. You do that and keep them a good rhythm. Could be a lot easier than with the Stamper to actually stay ahead of it because you have strafing speed and just general mobility with this. It's lightweight, so it's always faster. But then there's also something to say about Rush. What you typically want to do is stay back and protect the targeted player with charged slashes at the Goldie. However, the projectile from the uncharged comes out really fast. You can also consider as extending somewhat to the side of the Russian filtering. I have not tried this much yet myself. Just something that makes sense in theory at least. But feel free to experiment there. You have a team that allows for it. Or the right weapon comp for it. And the weapon comp that doesn't filter well and stuff. I mean, this definitely doesn't filter well too, for sure, because it's definitely gonna hit less than, say, a blaster, for example. You can mess around with that. Be useful. Like especially on Sake Station, of course, where they're literally walking past you a lot of the time. The night. Oh yeah, right, Mothership. I wanted to mention Mothership as well. Linux do have 50 HP as well, so that means, again, this horizontal projectile is actually really freaking good for that wave. They use that and use your fast swim speed to deliver a lot of X. Yeah, that makes the Viper a really good weapon. Mothership actually, if you wanna get many X. Yeah, that is all I have to say about the Splatana Viper.